It is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Spaceman. Up first is Spaceman from... This bout. Lots of hype as... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Beautiful counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Oh my, that's a game changer. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And they got caught. And down goes the Bobcat. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. They've just got to make...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. And the Bobcat goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Ladies and gentlemen.
What a... First up, Spaceman.
This bout is...
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nobody home with that hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. So here is the champ defending the title. Hold that thought! And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Hold it right there. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought...
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. We're always looking for... And the Bobcat goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters...
Hold on, got to click. And down goes the Bobcat. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. Up first is Spaceman, and they do enjoy a speed advantage. First up, Spaceman from the United States of America. They are the undisputed champion of the world. The last time we saw them in action, they impressed everyone with that big KO victory.
This bout is scheduled for 10.
We've heard of people dance. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Lands with that right uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That's not legal. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. How did they... Did you see that? And now going for the finish. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Do you believe what we are seeing? Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. What a massive upset this would be. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What court sweep?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Powder keg goes down. The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
I need to see that again.
He's been knocked. On to the second round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. This could be the end. He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. They're in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
It's been a tough round so far.
Oh, hold on. And he's been blown up like a powder keg. Down he goes. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood.
Whoa, jump! And powder keg goes to the canvas. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up. Complete and total domination. as up first.
This bout is scheduled for
Lots of hype. So here we go. Should be a good one. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. And Spaceman goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Insane action. That's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable.
No, hold on a second, Johnny. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are.
Oh, my God, John. Powder keg goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men tasted the canvas. Got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This is a historical moment. Not many. Did you see that? The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Get out of the way. Hold it right there. They're in trouble. Somehow weathered the... Hold that thought! So much for defensive abilities. And he's been blown up like a power keg. Down he goes. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Why weren't they more cautious? Disaster avert. Did you see that? Can they finish it? I don't believe... And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Good counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Hook just can't find the target. Chance to make history. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And now going for the finish. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The defense failed them. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. And we may see a stoppage. Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do and hurt on top of that.
And he scores with the counter. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your... Oh, wait a minute. What a massive upset this would be. And it appears they weathered the storm. Oh, wait a minute. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Not caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Why weren't they covering up? I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you. Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And we may see an early stoppage here. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. We gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense.
Oh my goodness, John! And Powder Keg goes to the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it.
Well, the seats have been sold. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the First up, Spaceman from the United States of America. This is Muhammad Ali, and now making the walk, he's looked sensational as he just beat Sonny Liston and became...
This bout is...
Not too many seats. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. When are we going to see a jab from these two? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round.
Whoa, Johnny! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Keeping those gloves, and wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
A very competitive. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Here we go for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? How is this fight still... So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage. On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.